guys, it's me Alex back at it with another podcast. Today I'm joined by Gracie.
You just call me Gracie?
Yep. It wasn't me, it was my
Oh.
it was a text to speech.
Yeah, don't call me that.
Okay. That was very loud. Welcome back to another episode of Alex's Bad Teeth. I hate that name. Welcome back to another episode of Waiting for Adele's new album. I'm your host, Alex Lancaster, and I'm joined today with a special guest. You're graceful.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'm here.
You're here?
I'm present. Isn't Adele depressed?
Probably, yeah. Have you heard 25, her last album?
No.
Came out in 2015.
No, I don't listen to music.
That's 4 years ago. Very sad album.
Well, like baby stuff. Like her had a baby and got sad.
Yeah, postpartum depression, I think it's called.
I thought it was Post Malone depression. I kind of get those two mixed.
What? Fucking hell. So there's a couple stories that you mentioned earlier that you wanted to tell me. And one of these stories really caught my eye because the only thing you sent me was dog cow, and in parentheses you said gay. Can you extrapolate on that? Can you tell me what that's about?
Yeah, I have the list in my hand here as well. So let me just... dog, cow, gay.
Yep.
So I grew up on a farm
Yes?
in Ontario. I moved here 5 years ago now, I think.
5 years? Okay.
Yeah, 5 years. One more than four.
That's what they say.
That's what they say
They
in
also
Ontario.
say one less than 6. Or half a decade.
What did you fucking say?
Sorry?
What? You
On a farm?
You
in
fuck
a
man?
little-
Anyway,
Rat
dog,
boy.
dog, cow, gay. So we would have cows. Not like a huge thing, just like a hobby farm.
Well, cows are pretty big things.
This one, he was still big. I don't know why I made that in particular.
Yeah.
But his name was Norman. Sweet young man.
Oh.
A sweetie boy.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
he acted like a dog, essentially.
Yeah.
Like he was a big boy, but would like quite literally lay in your lap.
Okay.
Like he was probably 300 pounds, I think.
Oh.
Around that. I was little, so everything looked about 300 pounds.
As they say.
And my dad was trying to get him across the street because we were on this hill and our farm, or rather our house was up here with one barn, but then there was a little winding road and then another barn, which is where we kept the cattle when we wanted them to be on that side for whatever reason. Okay. And so as my dad's trying to cross them, the cow is like, I don't really feel like moving. I'm not going to move. And so we just laid down and my dad was like, all right, well, I'm not going to get this 300-pound lovey-dovey cow to move. So I'll just lay down there with him. Yep. And so they took a nap on the side of the road in a ditch for a little while. But the gay part comes in where he would frequently mate with our llama, Dolly the llama.
That's
Dolly.
a stupid name.
That's a funny name.
Nobody really cares about what the Dalai Lama says.
Well,
anymore.
I mean, I did.
Having a llama name that's just mean.
He was a bitch. Dolly the llama, a bitch.
Yeah, most llamas are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a whew. Anyway, they would like fuck a lot. I think there's pictures somewhere. I'd have to, for all you visual viewers out there, looks like that. I'm pulling it up on my phone as I speak.
I'm looking for videos of interspecies.
Ew, don't do that.
Cow llama sex.
But the fun, heartwarming end of that story was that because he was a cow, we would eat him.
Yeah.
So we killed him and ate him. He was like a pet though, so I didn't really understand that part. I was just like, oh, Norman's gone. And I was eating steak.
How was he?
He was good until my parents said, yeah, you're eating Norman. And then I
Okay.
started bawling my eyes out at the dinner table.
Oh, nice.
Because I was eating my friend.
Yeah, my sister has a very similar story where she was... I don't remember anything. This is before I was born. This is pre-Alex era, as
Ooh.
they call it. And
Before Christ.
I think they were at a campground or a national park, and she made a little chicken friend. And she was asking the chicken keeper, little chicken boy, she was asking
Deity.
what the chicken's name was, and the lady just looked at her and said, "You don't name what you're gonna eat." And we all learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
I didn't. Fuck you. I didn't learn a lesson that day. I wasn't born. Okay.
Alex learned nothing.
No, I don't learn a lot.
No.
Did you have any cows for dairy?
No, because that's a whole nother process. Like that's a huge upkeep, and you need a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandfather though, when my dad's dad, because they're all farmers, they grew up on a dairy farm. They were dairy farmers. But no, now I'm a lactose intolerant vegan. Fun fact.
Oh, nice. You're fully vegan now?
That's what I tell my employers because I work at a vegan restaurant.
Okay. Really? You should pull up one day with an entire chicken raw. Medium rare.
Just really eating.
Hey guys, it's me, Graceful. I'm eating chicken at a vegan cafe.
They got mad at me, or
I make
maybe
chicken
not
blood
mad.
lattes. Yep.
They got like surprised, I think is a better word
Yeah.
to say, when I told them I didn't know what this one kind of vegan chicken was, because I don't eat vegan meat
I think
anyway.
it's cauliflower, isn't it?
But like all the other girls during our orientation were there, and everyone looked at me when I was like, "Yeah, what's Gardein?" I think it was called Gardein, and they
Yeah.
were like, "You don't know what Gardein is?" And they
Fucking
were,
hell.
yeah. I can do that with my voice. I can make it sound annoying,
But you shouldn't.
but I shouldn't.
No, that's.
I
a
don't
bad
like it
thing.
when I do that.
That's not a good trait to have.
That's why I try and keep it down here.
Yeah, that's something that they won't allow on America's Got Talent.
I thought it was America's God Talent for the longest time. And I was
God
like,
Talent.
God Talent. Yeah, I was like, whew, godly.
Okay.
As a sickly 11-year-old.
Yep. So there's another one here that says eating poison ivy in hospital. What's that story about?
I forgot they have this.
Because
list.
I think it's pretty straightforward what the story is actually about.
Well,
I'm gonna assume it's something to do with poison ivy, and
Yeah.
And hospitals.
good job. Yeah, good
Thanks.
job. Good. You're en route.
Yeah.
Well,
en
I'm
route to the hospital.
en
more
route to
like.
pound it.
Don't.
For all those visual listeners out there, I'm trying to pound it. I'm trying to get a pound it from Alex, but he's sighing and looking at the ground.
Tell me about the story.
Okay. I'll just keep my hand up. So when I was younger, I was sensitive. I not only would cry sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah.
every once in a while, I had really sensitive pale skin. So basically, the trailer park that we used to hang out at every summer, at our old trailer, eventually we got a nicer trailer away from this area, but we had this older trailer that was right beside the woods. And it was a gross trailer. Like if you punch the walls, they're rotten, so your hand would go in.
That's not good.
So we didn't punch the walls.
No, you shouldn't punch
We should.
walls.
Yeah.
Don't punch my walls.
Okay, I was just trying
These
to
are
find a good
expensive
spot.
walls.
And there was this like little lake, because it was on a lake, or rather it was a tiny pond, like a 10, 15, can't really remember, minutes behind our trailer in the woods that nobody really went to. And we would like to like catch frogs and stuff and like,
Okay.
do all that fun stuff. I had a really fun childhood. But the only way to get there was through a giant patch of poison ivy.
You shouldn't have gone there.
Well, I didn't know it was poison ivy until I went, hung out at the pond, and then went back home. And like, I don't know if you guys, if all you young men out there
Yep.
know what poison ivy looks like or feels like, because like, I don't know, some people don't. Some people are blessed by God.
Most people don't.
Because you get like, it starts off with a rash, but then the rash starts to bubble. So it's almost like, what is that?
Blisters?
Blisters, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's-
Blisters all over, and it's itchy, so you're trying to scratch it, but then it hurts. And
Yeah.
the itching causes the oils inside the rash to get on your hands, and it spreads all across your body.
Ooh.
But of course, I think I was in grade 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't supposed to itch it, but I didn't really know why, and I was like, I'm gonna itch it. Doesn't matter. So I'd itch it, and like blisters were forming all over me.
Oh God.
So we went back, and I went back to school. Like this happened towards the end of September, I think, and then I went back to school. And boy, oh boy, was I covered in blisters. I could not bend my arms because there was just blisters caked in between my elbows, like head to toe, in my hair. My hair was always matted to my scalp because the blisters ooze this pussy stuff. Pussy oil.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I look like a burn victim
This
because
is
I was
a-
wrapped in bandage.
Yeah, this is a really gross podcast.
This is disgusting. This is nasty. I had to take 3 weeks off school.
Yeah.
I told my mom I wanted to jump out a window because I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, I don't know if you said that.
No, I did. Ask my mom. She'll probably start tearing up. And then eventually,
Jesus Christ.
my throat, like swelled up, so I couldn't breathe properly. You couldn't get me to run. Not that I would have, because I was fat also when I was younger, but I
Because I was a fat little piece of shit.
That's what everyone at school said too. It was really drilled into my head. And my eyes were also swollen shut, one of them at least.
Yeah.
And it was like I couldn't sit down comfortably or lay down comfortably. It was like 3 weeks of just, I'm a little oozy boy. Ooh. Except it was bad and I didn't like it. And I had to go to the hospital. I spent a couple nights in the hospital. They gave me a bunch of antibiotics. My dad thought I was gonna like choke on my own pus.
Ooh.
And then so every summer after that I would end up getting poison ivy.
Did you ever think about just stopping going through the poison ivy?
Well, you see, I lived on a farm in a wooded area. I spent my summers on a lake in a wooded area. So even if I said not for me, I would still get it because fun fact, I could get it through the air. If the air had the oils in it and I was like even near it without touching it, I would get it.
Oh God.
And then I remember I first moved here, very first year, celebrating my brother's birthday on the lake in BC. This is in BC. I lived in Ontario and all the hospital stuff happened. And I don't talk about it much. I don't think any of my friends know about this. Only my immediate family have ever seen it. But I just thought it was so funny to do this thing called the Wild Gracie. So my sister would pretend to be David Attenborough and I would pretend to be like a dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
And I grabbed some foliage, eating it, thinking, haha, I'm a dinosaur. And my sister filmed that, actually.
It's a miracle you're still here.
I don't know how I'm still alive. I should have a couple diseases at the least.
You should have more than a couple diseases.
I should, maybe 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe.
Maybe just 3 or 4 or 5.
Maybe not just diseases either. I imagine you'd probably be dead.
I
think.
Yeah, but I ate poison ivy anyway before Alex interrupted me. And got it in my mouth and all over my face. And that was actually the week before school started.
Oh, God.
And it was in the 6th grade. I was new to the province, new to the school, didn't know anybody. But I was so blessed because that same year there was a teacher strike. So we didn't go to school for 2 weeks before the actual date anyway.
Was this in Ontario still?
No, this is in BC.
In BC.
Because I moved here in the 6th grade.
Okay.
I think it was
I remember
2014.
Yeah, that teacher strike. I remember that. It's very good.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I didn't really keep up. I was too busy eating poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Trying not to die.
No, you probably shouldn't die. God. Well,
It's a more polite way to just say kill yourself.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun.
Thanks.
You're
I tried
welcome.
really hard. I should probably invest in getting a job soon.
Yeah, how's your bank account doing?
It's doing good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to afford all of this stuff, and I'm still...
But you haven't bought textbooks, and you're 2 years into college.
I have.
Okay.
Bought them this semester.
You say your mom bought them?
I bought them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
With
I
your
just
mom's
didn't buy
money.
them. I just didn't buy them last semester because I thought that they were overpriced and not good.
Oh, that's fair. I understand that.
Tell me a story about your siblings.
But my siblings?
Yeah.
Let me just think. Let me just ponder. Because, like, some of them are sad. I had a 4th sibling once.
Yeah, you told me about that. It was like a sister for a year.
Textbooks are for rich assholes who crave good education.
Fuck you. Tell me about your...
The sister I had for a year?
Yeah, that sounds sad.
The younger sister I had for a year, yeah. Well,
Did she die?
No.
Oh, good.
She might be dead now. I don't know. I haven't seen her since I was 4.
What the fuck?
Basically, when I was growing up, both my parents worked a full-time job, and my brother had medical issues, my older brother,
Yeah.
and my younger brother. But not as bad.
Yeah.
And it was only like a year
Yeah.
that he was deaf. Basil was born deaf, fun fact.
Yeah,
My
I
younger
heard
brother.
about that.
Yeah. And so we had 2 nannies. not at the same time, at different times, but our last nanny, Nita, was from, I believe, the Philippines.
Most nannies are.
Most
I'm
nannies
saying
are.
that as a Filipino, who all of his aunts were once my nannies.
I have 5 mothers.
Yeah.
I think she grew up very poor, like didn't eat a lot, and when she worked in Hong Kong, the people she would nanny for, they would lock her in her room, which was like a closet,
What the fuck?
after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as everything needed to be done. And I think she got to stay up until 12 on the weekends, and that was it.
Oh.
She worked there for a while. Eventually, though, we brought her to Canada. Like, we paid for her to come over.
Yeah. Sponsored.
And we sponsored her, and we let her sleep in our home. And we did not lock her in a closet, because we're civil people.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, she helped raise us and everything. Fun fact about the nanny we had before her, I was a very pale baby.
Yep.
As I am now, but I had bright blue eyes, as I have now.
Yep.
And so she would take pictures of me, our older nanny, and send pictures of me as a baby to her family back home, be like, look at this fucking baby, dude. And my mom was like, hey, what are you doing taking pictures of my kid for? And she's like, oh, I just think she's pretty.
Hey, look at my little you look like a little Aryan boy.
Just how God intended.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we actually still talk to my first nanny. She
that's
wishes
good.
us happy Christmas and birthday.
Happy Christmas,
Happy
as they say.
Happy Christmas. Anyway, so Nita, eventually she met this guy. They got married, and she got pregnant and had a baby named Jaden. About a year after, Nita got cancer and died.
Jesus. Well, that's awful.
Yeah, it was, again, I was very little. I have
Yeah.
very few memories with her. So this is all just stuff I was told after. Because I always knew I had nannies. I just didn't really know why they left or like why. But there was a kid we took care of and then not.
Yeah.
And the guy she married, it wasn't really a loving marriage. It wasn't like abusive or anything.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's not like it was, like a regular marriage. It's kind of just like, I need to stay in this country.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry you.
Yeah.
Please take care of me. I'll work. I'll take care of you, whatever. So her husband wasn't that great of a guy. And even his family, they were like taking care of the kid for a while. But eventually he was like, I can't take care of this kid. So we took her. We had her for about, I think, maybe a year, maybe less than that. We were actually thinking of, or starting the process, I think, of having her adopted into our family.
Yeah.
But the dad ended up taking her back because of her inheritance.
Okay.
Wasn't very much, but
yeah,
he just,
it's still enough too.
still money, right? And maybe, I don't know, that's just my mom either said or speculate. My mom speculates a lot, so maybe he just wanted a daughter, right?
Mhm.
Like maybe just wanted to take care of his kid. Maybe he couldn't, and then we took care of them. And then...
But
either way, I had a sister for a year.
Oh.
A younger sister, rather. I have an older sister who's
Yep.
sick. Who's just... She's tight as fuck. She's sick.
Pretty gnarly, dude.
Pretty gnarly. Ah!
Pretty fucking sick, dude.
But the thing is, she left all her toys at my house. So I would go through and I would like see this little pink baby bear, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, Jaden, yeah."
Pretty sick, dude.
Right at the emotional part of the story.
Google always comes in late with comments.
I know.
hate it.
I hate it. It's so unnerving. But yeah, and I think we still have it somewhere. Her little toy. She left it. And yeah.
Yeah. Do you still know where it is, or?
Well, we moved twice since then.
Yeah.
We moved here, and then when we moved to another house in BC,
Yeah.
the one I'm living in right now. I think so. Might still be at my farm though.
Yeah.
Or it's like in our attic. I'm not really sure. Who knows?
Who knows?
Only God. There's a hammock there.
Yeah, I used to sleep in that.
Is this
That's the hammock.
you?
I used to sleep in it.
Why?
Well, it was.
Like for realsies? Like for like as your
Yeah.
bed?
Yeah,
What's up with that?
Well-
That's kind of weird.
it was. But I wanted to experience hammocks.
At least
I wanted to experience hammocks. And I got a very bad back in return.
I was wondering why you walk like that.
Like what?
Yeah, all you visual listeners out there know what I mean.
Oh god, yeah, they probably do actually. When I was in, I think grade 11 or 12, I had this friend from Switzerland
Cute.
that came, and he would always mock me on how I walked,
And how you laugh.
and how I laughed too.
Like that.
Yep, just like that. He would always say that I looked like a dumb penguin because I never moved my arms, and it was just me taking very short steps.
You look like one of those baby seals that an apprentice clubber smacked, but not very well.
Fuck.
I'm gonna save the one for later. I'm gonna whip that out whenever I'm making fun of someone.
Jesus Christ. You look like an advertisement for BC Children's Hospital. That's
See,
an old one. I like
yeah,
that
you
one.
use that one on me frequently.
Yeah, it's my favorite one.
You know,
It's
some
mean,
people
but,
get good morning texts. I get, you look like the advertisement for BC Children's Hospital every morning.
Some people get good morning texts. I usually send a text that say, what happened to your face?
How are your parents that hot and
Yeah.
you're that? Whew.
Why are you like this?
Where'd you go wrong?
Yeah, where did you go wrong? That's not right. Huh?
That's a broken child right there.
You look like an undercooked grandmother.
You're I don't. That one hits a little close to home. A little,
Yeah.
little too near my heart. Too
Yeah.
near and dear. What I cherish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we end this little segment, I have little gifts, little presents for people who appear on my podcast. Did you want it?
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. I have this little mini fridge back here that I'm storing all this trash in.
Are you gonna give me fucking garbage?
No, it's not garbage.
Okay. Is it? I think it's gonna be a dead bird.
I have for you a new phone. It's a Galaxy S9. You might have to tear that box open and tell the listeners what's inside.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna put the mic back on the stand.
Yep.
It's wrapped around my arm like a yummy little snake right now. All right. I don't like this.
Yeah, it's
I don't remember. I don't. This is heavy.
Yeah, I had to cram the lid back on there. The phone.
I don't think Dom.
The phone. No, Dom didn't get a gift. He doesn't deserve it. The phone was a bit tough to get back in the box. You could just tear it open if you want. I don't imagine punching it's gonna do any good.
I don't know what is it like a slide off?
Yeah, it's supposed to slide off. Be careful. There's a glass phone in there. It's a Galaxy S9.
I can't open it.
Just tear it.
Okay.
Ooh, that's it. Nice. Good.
puppy?
It's a little. Yep, it's a little puppy inside. It's been in there for a week.
Aw. Oh, it's taped. No, wait.
No, there's no tape. You. What's in the?
Fuck is this? Is this nut?
Nope.
To blank. Your name here.
Let me see. What does it
There's
say?
no one.
Well,
What is ew? It's seedy.
it says
That's mold.
Don't forget to floss. This isn't mold.
What is that?
Okay, it's sealed. It clearly says all natural clam juice. I had to smuggle that across the border.
Where'd you get this from?
Seattle. Target.
Why? Who would need clam juice? I'm gonna open it.
Don't open it here.
I know.
Don't open it. Don't open it. That's so old. I don't.
Where'd you get? How long has this been in your possession?
I've had it for 7-8 months now. Take it home with you.
Wait, what's the expiry date?
I'll probably
The
never.
secret ingredient for delicious fish and seafood recipes.
Is clam juice.
It's certified sustainable seafood. Good,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, it's just salt water, I imagine. There's
I'm kind of.
Yeah, take that home with you. I'll sign it for you. It says,
Thanks,
don't
Alex.
forget to floss.
I don't floss.
You should.
I have charcoal on my side, baby.
That doesn't count.
I
And
hate this.
That's, yep,
How much salt is in this? Wait,
lots.
1%, 30 milligrams.
That's not actually as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
It's yours now to keep.
I thought you were gonna sign it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sign it after the podcast. I don't have a Sharpie with me right here.
I think of all the things you've ever given me,
Yep.
I hate this the most. I took a cup from you that was just several broken pieces glued together with things like Too graceful. A message to your sister about Don Cherry or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Still have that. It's by my infuser.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. It was it on me? No, it's water. Okay.
No, it's...
Yeah, well. Perfect for chowders and sauces.
Yeah. I think
Is
you could
this
still use
vegan?
it. Well, actually, there's a big debate about whether shellfish are vegan or not.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, ask your sister. Ring her up and be like, hey, I know you're at the hospital right now. Clams.
Stupid idiot
would
getting
you
sick.
eat them? Yeah. Stupid idiot. But anyways, I think we should end it here.
Yeah, I think I don't want to.
This is
I
another
don't have the
outro.
spirit.
This is... That's been another episode of...
Why are we doing this? Of what's going on?
Alex's Bad Teeth Podcast. That's such a bad name.
I like that. I like that name.
It's
I think it's a good name.
unique.
It's unique. And you do have bad teeth.
I have bad teeth.
No, they're okay.
I don't smile with my teeth open anymore. And
Pussy.
yeah, see you next time.